Hey everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay, so grab a brush, grab some paints, paint along with me, and let's rid our world of unpainted models. It's been a little while since I've done the last Painting with Jay, but that's okay. I'm going to work on this my Ork Big Mek with custom shock attack gun. Actually not custom, just a shock attack gun. That'll be fun today. And I'll just talk about how my life's going and stuff and rant a bit. So let's get started. And as always, Adam, you missed a spot. Hey everyone, so let's get started on this week's model. Now it's a heavy old metal model, so it's gonna be pretty fun to maybe I'll try putting it on a stand. Yeah. Let's give it, give it a little more traction. That's okay. So I hope you all had a great summer. Mine was pretty good. Busy. Very, nope, that's not staying. It's so heavy. I'm just using some sticky tack and let's try this and see if it'll... If not, no problem. Nope. Ain't happened. Let's get started. So, yeah, I hope you had a good summer. Right now I'm going to take some of the Shafty Bone. My goal for today is to finish up the Big Mek first. As you can see, he's on his way. He's definitely like my standard color scheme for orcs. And I'm going to take some Shafty Bone right now and do the teeth. And paint the teeth. Yeah, it was a really busy summer. Now obviously summer's not over yet. I do know summer ends, September 21st. And then fall starts. But man, it does feel like summer's over. It really does. Dollar drinks are done at McDonald's, which is good because I'm trying to cut down on my sugar. I'm just slowly trying to remove as much excess processed sugars from my diet. Just a little bit at a time because I don't want my butt. I tried it before a year ago and my body kind of went into shock. That's pretty funny. Yeah. There we go. His teeth are done. So what else do I use? I'll do his eyes today. So yeah, so first I'm going to finish up the orc himself. And then after that, I am going to then work on the shock attack gun itself. And yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. I really like to get this guy done. I'm working on him on and off for the last little while. I kind of started him last Painting with Jay. So now I'm just gonna take some Iron Breaker and do a quick dry brush of the model, or sorry, of the Big Mek. Just get some texture going with the metallics. Yeah. Get a little cleaner. That's okay. I think it looks pretty good. As I said, is my standard color scheme for orcs. And once that's done, I'll work on the gun itself. It's a very busy model. I'm not the biggest fan of this particular model. It's like a lot of little details, but kind of gets drowned, in my opinion. That's okay. It's cool, and I'm excited to have this thing painted up and used in future battle reports. Yeah. Obviously, I don't think orcs are getting a new codex this year. We'll see. Did they already get a new code? No, they didn't. So far it's been Space Marines and Grey Knights and Chaos. And this weekend is Death Guard. One of the questions I've been getting a lot lately is, will I continue to do codex reviews? And the answer is kind of yes. I really wanted to bring them back. I really did. And I've done a few. And the biggest problem I'm having now is back in the day where I was kind of one of the first people to do a codex review. It was cool. Like I do it the day of release, and I get a bunch of views, and it would justify the purchase. Right? I don't do it for the money, but for the armies that I don't play, like I was doing codex reviews for every codex at one point, including the ones I don't play. And the only, other than knowing the knowledge of the army, it was nice to make the money back so that it would basically pay for its codex, right? These codices are like $60 Canadian. I would make about the same money back. There we go. But now that GW has been really giving away the rules ahead of time, and obviously there are some YouTubers who have insiders, could be GW themselves. A lot of YouTubers now are doing full codex reviews the day of announcement, which kind of annoys me, because then by the time, what I'm noticing is even on the codex reviews I've been doing, by the time I do my review, which is the day of release, all the information's already out there and I don't get many views. And so it's not really justifying. I'm going to keep doing codex reviews for the armies I play, or the ones I'm interested in, but the ones that I don't play, like, I don't think I'm going to do a Death Guard one. First of all, I'm going to be really busy this weekend. But to me, I just can't spend, the 6 hours it takes for me to do a codex review for no reward, like no payback. And I don't want to do it only for the money or anything, but it's just I'm not even getting views. And that's the biggest problem I'm having. It's because these other YouTubers are allowed to, do a review so far in advance. And by the time it gets to mine, the information's already out there. And yeah, it's kind of annoying, to be honest. So what can you do? I contacted GW, and maybe I contacted the wrong person at GW, but I tried to inquire as maybe I can get on this list of people with early access, seeing as, I'm still one of the, I still do a lot of codex reviews, and I'm still one of the, I guess, larger channels. Obviously nowhere near, the big ones, but no, they didn't get a response back, which I don't blame them, because it sounds like I'm reaching with my, walking around with my hand open, but, yeah, so that happened. So I will continue to do codex reviews, but only really for the armies I'm interested in or play, and I'll do them the same day that they come out as well. I'm going to do maybe a back review of thinking about, Necrons or something in 8th. I haven't gotten the chance to play that many 8th edition games. I've only played 4. I have filmed a couple battle reports. I just got to get them out. I'm trying some new stuff, and hopefully people like them. I'm really hoping that people like what I'm putting out. So yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be good. What else? The vlogs have been coming back. Oops, this is just going to be the inside wire that's going to be red. Yeah, the vlog. I wanted to return to the vlog once I got this craziness. My house is still a little chaotic because of the move, and we've been doing some renovations and stuff. And some of the renovations haven't gone perfectly according to plan, but that's okay. That's life. But, yeah. Cool. Right now I'm just going to paint some wiring. So yeah, I'm going to work on the gun. Oh, I got to paint his goggles as well. Let me paint his goggles after this then. Yeah, I'll put the model down for a second. And let's find, I'm going to use blue. Why not? Ghost in blue. I really like the cyan. I'll use blue. So what I'm right now using is just Ghost Tints by Minitar. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush and use it to create a bit of a goggle effect. There we go. There's a little bit of a glass effect. Good. And then later I'm going to take an airbrush and do a little bit of like a glow from this area. Oh, sorry, from this area and maybe around the orbs. You know, just a little bit of OSL. Get it nice and pretty. So yeah, right now I'm just going to paint some wiring, and then I'm going to hit it with a bunch of shades, and you know. So it'll be good. So for the wiring, I'm going to go with probably red, yellow, and blue. I always think of the, you know, like bomb wiring. In all the videos, it's always, you know, red, yellow, and blue wires. And which one do you cut? The red one, the blue one, the yellow one. So I got those done. Yeah, it's a cool model. It's not a bad model. It's just the older one. The newer one has even, I think, a little more detail even. It's a little taller. I decided recently that I don't know if I'm going to do it through my painting with J's. I haven't chosen which model yet. I want to just sit down and paint a model to a higher standard. Just on my free time, push myself and get it done. You know, good. That looks pretty good. And just work hard on it. You know, push myself, get my, you know, see how well I can paint when I sit down and really just try. Not that I don't try on these ones, but I'm painting to a tabletop standard, right? It's not, I'm not going to layer 14 times for a single color for a piece of cloth on these guys, right? But I want to try it, see how well I can do it, and see how, if I can push my patience. And I just haven't chosen which model yet. I have a few that I would like to try. So we'll see. I'll just choose one and we'll go from there. There we go. And I'll hit it with a couple of shades. Oh, I'll paint the blue wires, finish the metallics here. Alright, so now I want to paint the blue wires. And then paint some metallics. This dude's coming along. Painting for 13 minutes. Nice. It is nice to sit down and just dedicate an hour. Like, I don't really like these later days. To be honest, I don't like working later in the day. I prefer working earlier in the day. My shifts range from like 7 a.m. in the morning to, you know, the latest I would start would be 11:30. There's a bug on my palette. A Scutigera, cousin of the centipede. Dropping some animal knowledge on ya. Just thinning down some Techless blue, and I'm going to just paint the blue iron now. What brush do I want to use? I'm going to get some new brushes. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, what have I been doing lately? If you saw my blog, you kind of keep up with what I'm a little doing. So check out my blogs. It's a little too thin, as you can see. I thinned it down a little too much, but I've been just working a lot, making videos when I can, spending time with my girlfriend. That's been good. Kind of living life. And there were some times I really should have vlogged. I kind of regret not vlogging, but it's been nice to just live, you know, and I do like the vlog too, but like my girlfriend doesn't really want to be on the vlogs, and that's okay. Like that's not a bad thing. It's completely her right. I'm not upset about it at all. She'll be like, her voice is okay being on it. But she doesn't want to be on it, and that's okay. So when I'm not vlogging, it's a little more freeing. But it's cool just to show you guys what I do, and people watch it, and the comments are usually pretty funny on the videos. I really love the comments. Usually Cody Rue drops a good pun, so yeah. And yeah, we have 3 fruit trees on our property. It's a pretty good sized property. I think it's about an acre. And we have 3 fruit trees, 2 pear trees, and an apple tree. Now the pear trees have already, you know, matured, like they're already ripened. So we've already picked them, and we had to, as you probably saw in the vlogs, yeah, we had to get a lot of pears. So I've been eating pears, which is good. You know, some fruits into my diet, which is good. And as I said, I'm trying to cut back on my unnecessary sugars. I have one of those, what I've been doing is I'm just fine, like during the move, I found so many things that I haven't used lately that I've been just trying to incorporate back into my life. Like I have a soda stream, so I've been just making soda water and drinking that at work. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's definitely healthier than pop. Or as my American friends would call it, soda. Soda pop. But look at that. I think that works. The wiring is good. Now I just got to paint some more metallic areas, the brown there. Things are coming along. Look at that. Yeah. He's going to be done in no time, people. In no time. This week's tutorial in the warp, it's not up yet, but it will be up soon, is the, I've been painting the sector Imperialis objectives for the warp. So the next one, you know, the painting tutorial right there, looks good. My Exterminatus device. And I'm going to work on that. I'm going to start doing themed weeks, like themed sections of tutorials, because that way it's easier for me to keep on track of it. It looks good, you know, and I enjoy doing it. I really enjoy. Oh, I got to paint the eyes on my Gretchen, who's scratching and clawing. Yeah. Get his eyes done. Good. He's in fear. Ah, I'm being dragged away. What else now? Let's paint the leather, that one part of the cushioning on the shoulder pad. Oh, maybe I should paint that one as well. Red. Maybe I should go red for that. This is good. I'm just finding areas that I should be working on. And, good. Alright, now let's paint the leather areas, cut in the metallics, and Bob's your uncle. Adam, you missed another spot. That's okay. Let's paint some silver areas, maybe finish up some bronze areas. And this thing's looking good. I'll hit it with some shades, of course, and maybe do some more of the stitching before hitting it with a shade. But it comes along. Just, you know, you keep plugging at it. And, oh, I should also paint his little dashiki. See, I'm just finding areas that I should paint. Shock attack gun's interesting in the newest edition. Obviously no more templates. What are you guys thinking of? My question to you is, what do you all think about the newest edition? There are some good things about it and some things I really don't like about it. So I'll make a video about it probably. My least favorite is terrain. I don't like how terrain works, personally. I don't... It almost becomes moot in the game. Especially if you're playing a horde army. Terrain used to be an equalizer. You know, everyone could use terrain, and it benefited everyone equally. And now, obviously, you can still say it still benefits everyone equally because it gives the same bonuses, but it doesn't. Because not all armies have access to the same weapons. And, right, like, take orcs. Orcs don't have a lot of AP weapons compared to most other armies. And an orc boy in cover only uses would only use the cover if the opponent does ignore cover, which there are a lot of things that ignore cover, and only if it's AP 1 or AP minus 1. You know, like a heavy bolter would be AP minus 1. Then the orc boy would get a 6-up armor save, right, because of the +1 -1 balancing out. However, AP2, AP3, AP4 equals a dead orc boy, right? There's nothing that they can do. However, let's reverse that. A Terminator in cover has a 2-up armor save. Has a 2-up armor save against AP1, right? And a 3-up armor save against AP2. So a Terminator will use the cover a lot in almost every circumstance, actually, because even an AP -4, the Terminator would still use this 5-up invul or a 5-up cover, right? The Terminator can use cover in every circumstance because the AP will not be negated, or sorry, the cover will not be negated by the gun, right? So in that case, in that particular instance, as you can see, cover doesn't work equally for all individuals because not all individuals get to use cover in a variety of circumstances. That being said as well, the rules for being in cover are really hard. Like, you have to have the entire squad in cover, and obviously a smaller squad of Space Marines or Primaris Marines, which are pretty popular right now. Primaris Marines in cover are easy because there's 5 men in the squad and you put them in cover, and you have Primaris Marines with 2 wounds with a 2-up armor save. Like, that's huge, right? Versus the orcs and the Tyranids that actually need cover, rely on cover to survive. They can't use cover as easily. So it's a really weird thing. And also there's no more specialness of cover. Like, it's just like, okay, other than I guess trees, they have to be fully on it. You have to be very wise how you define things. And I've played in a couple of my battle reports, which you'll see coming up. It's like, okay, so there's a giant rock in the middle of the battlefield, for example, that you guys have seen in my battle reports. And my Morkanaut is 99% obscured from the rock. But depending on how you define the rock, if you can see my Morkanaut, it doesn't get any benefit of cover. But it's 99% obscured. If you can just see a part of it, you can shoot it, you can hurt it, and there's no bonus for cover. Like, that to me doesn't make much sense. Look at that. I think we're ready to hit it with some shades. Oh, maybe a little fixing up on that. And maybe the patching right here. I am happy with this. This is nice. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll hit the, I should give them a second to dry. You know what, maybe I'll paint that one brass area silver as well, because that way it just breaks up the monotony. Yeah, so I'll do a couple of patches, maybe a different color, like blue or red. Yellow. And then hit it with a shade. Yeah. Good. That part is done. And then do the patchwork. Hit it with a few shades. And I'll probably call it after that, I guess. We've been painting for about almost half an hour. But I don't have much to do after this, the shading, because it's going to be a while to dry. It takes a little while to dry in my basement. So, that's okay. You know what? I'll use a different shade of brown. That way it'll break it up. That's a good idea. I just realized I was using Mornfang, but I'm going to switch to XV88. Yeah, I'm glad the vlogs are back though. As I said, I'm glad my content is creeping back. And I'm getting ideas right now for the warp for more episodes of Miniature Painting 101. And then that way I'll be able to bring up more episodes of Miniature Painting 101 back out for free. I gotta keep a certain amount for in the warp at a time, right? There we go. Done there. Let's do a brown shade first. We'll do an Agrex Earth shade on the brass areas. Heavy Agrex Earth shade to really dull them up. D-U-L-L, not, you know, dull. This will give a little more character. Yeah, what do you guys think of 8th edition? It's interesting so far. I got 8 more games in. I've played a few games as Orcs and a couple games as Space Marines with the new Space Marine rules. Imperial Fists, ignoring cover. Oh, that's nasty. Your opponent, hang it, like Imperial Fists, the entire army. Well, not army, not the entire army, but you can play it almost so almost your entire army ignores cover. Like, that's nuts. And then your opponent just goes, well, there's no point in cover. So I was playing, this wasn't a battle report. I was playing against my friend Dave. And I kept kind of just letting him know, I'm like, Dave, why are you putting your dudes in cover? He kept, instinctively, you just move your dudes into cover. But in this particular case, I was like, dude, no point. If I shoot you, doesn't matter. You don't get it, buddy. Not like, as in, you don't get it. Understand, I mean, you don't get cover. That was okay. It was a good game. I've had a couple good battle report games, and you'll see them both in the warp. Not in the warp, in future videos. But yeah, I enjoy it. I gotta sometimes play against like my friend Stu or Trevor, and more games against Dave. There. Look at that. That is done. Done, done, done. So now we'll take non-oil and repeat on all the other areas that are of the gun. I'm not the maybe I'll take a watered down non-oil and do the wiring, just give them a little more detail as well. Yeah, I'm happy with this dude. Then I'll do some basing. He'll be done in no time. Excellent. There we go. He's looking good. Looking good. This is good. It's good. Death Guard coming out soon, and of course Mortarion is going to be nasty. Mortarion? Yeah. Gilliman is just still insane, like so powerful. Gilliman's basically an auto-include for all Imperial Ultramarine armies, because he's so, like, he's a bit costly, but he's so good for his points costs. And I think Mortarion's going to be the exact same way, based on early hints. So, obviously we'll see. I guess, oh yeah, people have already probably done the codex reviews, so. But, yeah, he's going to be pretty nasty. The key is to take these people down as just mortal wounds. Pour as much as you can that can potentially cause mortal wounds. And knock him out. Of course, Gilliman on a 4-up comes back with D6 wounds the first time you kill him. Oh, there we go. Cool, I'm going to take a little bit of watered down non-oil and then hit the wires. And I'll call it a day. We've been painting for just over, what, 35 minutes? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I don't really have anything else to do up to this point. Just wait till it dries, do a little bit of dry brushing on the silver areas, and then basing, and I'll probably do basing first, and then my OSL, because I want the OSL to be realistic, and of course it affects the ground, right? You don't want to do your OSL and then do the the ground around them, because then the ground will cover up the effect. So. There. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff, buddy. All right, let's finish. I'm going to put him down gently because he's so heavy. And he's done. I got a lot of progress on him. And yeah, a couple of quick dry brushes when it all dries. And some basting. And he's good. Let's end now. So that concludes another painting with Jay. That was a lot of fun. Got some painting done. That's good. You know what? I'm getting back in the hang of things. I'm getting this guy done, choose my next one, and go from there. I haven't chosen which model I want to sit down with and paint. Maybe I'll do that with my painting with Jay's, but I'll see. I'll just think about it. But yeah, my big question to you, of course, what do you think of the 8th edition so far? What do you think of the new codices so far? Leave comments in the comment section down below. I really hope you got some painting stuff done too. And yeah, you're slowly ridding your world of unpainted models as well. Stay tuned for more videos. And as always, this is a free video, so huge thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. As you can see, their names go by my head. I can't thank them enough. It's because of them that I can keep doing my free content. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting with me.